They are certainly aware that Hezbollah cannot be weakened. Rather, they are sure that Hezbollah is capable of developing its defensive operations. Nevertheless, they believe that the current stage cannot be tolerated and seek further adventures to dismantle Hezbollah after decades of failed experiments. They think that the opportunity is quite ripe thanks to the open and unquestioned Western support coupled with the shameful impotence of Islamic and Arab leaders, who are completely submissive to the imperialist policy. The Israeli warlords are looking for an absolute victory, as stated by Netanyahu, which confirms the certainty that the ongoing aggression on Gaza and Lebanon has no clear horizon. During the current war, Tehran has been playing the role of the head of the family entrusted with resolving problems and overcoming difficulties, going beyond the position of strategic patience to the stage of wise confrontation by taking into consideration two main issues. Withdrawal will cost it dearly in the future. The rational and constructive confrontation will force the next U.S. president to rein in its proxy Israel, which is dragging Washington into a comprehensive confrontation. In parallel, the upcoming U.S. presidential elections results will affect the ability of the occupying entity to blackmail the Republican and Democratic Party candidates, Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump. The recent weeks have confirmed that the Israeli warlords do not pay attention to diplomacy, but rather adopt the logic of force to engineer a new world whose only criteria is mass murder and destruction to save their declining hegemony. Meanwhile, Washington has adopted the post-truth theory claiming that Hezbollah has collapsed. At the same time, it alleges seeking a ceasefire just in a bid to marginalize the resistance by blackmailing the Lebanese, in the midst of a barbaric Zionist war, to approve a pro-US president, i.e. a high commissioner who would obey the orders of its embassy in Acre, Beirut. Netanyahu however opposes this option, believing that such a policy would abort the Greater Israel project, especially now that the entire pro-resistance factions in West Asia have put its secure entity in an open-ended confrontation of attrition. In contrast to all this brutality, Tehran is making absolute efforts to stop the war, warning the Islamic and Arab states from the threats imposed by the Israeli terrorist hegemonic aspirations. The world is on the brink of a political volcano, not only an existential battle. Russia and China, in light of the new maps proposed by Netanyahu, both face historical responsibilities since the global economy cannot bear more calamities and chaos that will drag the world into the unknown. Hezbollah and its popular incubator are more than ever united and steadfast. Its surprises are coming one after the other, plunging the U.S. proxy, i.e. colonial Israel, into a long and open war of attrition in which the number of displaced colonial settlers from the north to the center, and from the center to outside the occupied Palestinian territories, is doubling. Hezbollah today is stronger than the Israeli warlords expect. It enjoys unprecedented support in its history among the Lebanese, Arabs, the Islamic world, and the larger international community. Hezbollah has grown into a revolutionary resistance movement against the Israeli imperialism. Its power has grown stronger and proved to be a global player that would purify the entire humanity from the colonial filth.